Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I don't know if anybody's on yet to hear me say happy Friday, so I'm just going to wait here patiently till people start to show up. Maybe I should move the dog toy. That's an option. Meh, it's fine. We have to. That's right. Happy the dog is real life. She's currently upstairs, monologuing to myself. It's cool. Cool. Hello. Happy Friday. We're just going to wait, hopefully, for a few more people to join us. And then we will go ahead and get started on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. Well, here in DC, not sure where you're joining us from. Hello, friend. Take a moment, though, to gather a few props while we wait on people. So 2 books to use as blocks, a blanket and a pillow or a towel, just anything that we can use there. I'm turning my phone on Do Not Disturb so I can use it as a timer in a little bit. But yeah, so we'll give people another minute or so to log on and join us. Hello, friend. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get started on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. I really got to work on my monologue material before the practice because I'm not that great at it. Ugh. All right. Well, it might be a small group tonight. That's all right. People got, virtual happy hour plans is my guess. My virtual happy hour will start, well, won't be virtual. It'll be real after I teach and after we all do yoga. So that is the plan. All right. Well, people will join us if they wish. If not, we have a good group. And we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So one thing that we are going to do tonight in the practice, we're going to do a moon salutation. And within that moon salutation, we're going to be doing a Skandasana. And we'll take Skandasana from a low runner's lunge. So just to kind of point that out, so we can talk a little bit more about the intent of the shape when we get into it. We'll start in our low runner's lunge. So hands will be framing the foot. Back foot will be lifted off. And there's 2 variations. So on an exhale, we're going to come in and take a low side lunge. So the back toes are going to be pointed toward the short edge of the mat. It's not a funky warrior 2. And then these front toes we're going to open up the thigh. Knee is going to be pointed directly over the ankle. So you can stay here. This is more of an upright, active Skandasana. The second variation is to come all the way down to the ground. So you can either have the toes lifted off or you can press the foot completely onto the mat. If you're pressing the foot onto the mat, really press into the pinky edge side of that back foot. Ooh, as I fall. Hands can be here or hands can be down on the ground. So those are 2 options tonight as we get into that part of the practice. So we're going to go ahead and find ourselves in a comfortable seat to begin. And since it's a Friday, we're going to take things not easy, but we're going to find a way to help cool the body, and calm the mind. It's been a crazy week as it's all been with everything. So our moon salutation will help us find the cooling effects as well as the breath we're going to work our way into. So take a moment, turn off all those cell phones, find that comfortable seat. And feel free to close the eyes or find a soft point for your gaze. And let's just take a few deep, slow breaths in through the nose. And exhale to open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Deep, slow breaths in through the nose. And exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. One final time here, full breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Let it go. So just start to let your breath return to its natural rhythm. As you begin, to orient yourself in space and time. The space being here, and the time being now. So starting to let the outside world fade away as you bring a gentle awareness and focus to your breath. And just begin to notice the breath in its natural rhythm. Approach this inquiry with openness as well as forgiveness. Openness so we can truly know what's going on, and forgiveness if we're like, oh, it should be something different, or my mind is beginning to wander. It's all right. Those things happen. I want to be able to just let it go as it is. Notice where the breath starts in the body. Notice where the breath moves in the body and how it moves. Find it's getting stuck. Or is it moving relatively easily? Letting each inhale begin to fill you up. And letting every exhale draw you back to center. As we deepen our breath, let's place one hand on the top of the head. And as we inhale, allowing ourselves to sit up a little taller, finding the neutral spine. And as you exhale, just lightly pressing the hand onto the head so we can feel connected to the earth through the root. So building that connection between the root and the crown of the head. You might even begin to just gently bring the belly button into the spine. Start to activate the rib cage, activate the core muscles. And gently release your hand down. And we'll begin breathing in and out through the nose. So if Ujjayi is in your practice, feel free to take that. And if that just is not in your practice, you're not familiar with it, that's fine. Just breathe in and out through the nose. Taking really deep breaths to allow the belly to fill, the back to fill, and the ribs to expand. We're going to start by evening out the inhales and the exhales. So meeting at the bottom of your next inhale, let's breathe in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more, just like this, slow and steady. Start to find your own 5 count on the inhale and on the exhale. Everybody's breath rhythm is different, so really start to work with what you need here. And then we're going to use the breath to help us find that calming effect. So breathe in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a slight pause at the top. And this time as we exhale, let's exhale out for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow breath in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby pause. And exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slight pause. And exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this on your own 3 more times. As we exhale, we're not exhaling more air, we're just exhaling a bit more slowly, really allowing the core muscles to help us gently push the breath out. Same thing with the muscles in the back of the throat. However, if this is having the opposite effect for you, if it's causing anxiety or anything like that, come back to just an even breath. And maybe you try this breath again later on your own, tomorrow, or just really whenever feels good and comfortable for you. So take a few more breath cycles like this, complete at least 3, and maybe you'll get 4. Finishing out the cycle that you're on. And as you're ready, on an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, just draw your hands to your heart space, using this time to set an intention or focus for your practice. Maybe our goal here, our intention is just to focus on the breath, noticing how each shape feels in our body, and see if we can use the breath to help us smoothly transition between the shapes and find a bit of peace and grounding. As you gently blink open the eyes, make sure that your left foot is crossed in front of your right. I know it might feel a little weird at first. A little chaos can be okay. I know we're in a lot of chaos, but this is controlled chaos. So as you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, cross the left hand in front of the right, and then as you exhale, turn the palms to face each other, interlace the fingers. Take a breath in, lift up nice and high. Then as you exhale, bend at the elbows and bring the hand to the head. Inhale, gently lift up. Exhale, bend at the elbows. So as you inhale, take it nice and slow. And then as you exhale, take it nice and slow. Use the full exhale here to create these shapes, to create the movement. We're letting the shoulders move up and down as they wish. So just finding a gentle warming here. We'll take one more full round. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bend. This time as you inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, twist over to the left. Keep the bind in the arms. So you might gaze over the shoulder, or you just look straight in front of you. Take a breath in, lengthen. And this time as you exhale, release the hands down in the twist. Right hand will come to the left knee, left hand will come behind you. We're only twisting from above the navel, so keep everything on the low half of the body nice and firm. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper. Inhale, draw the chin to the center. You stay twisted in the body. And as you exhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe here. So just starting to feel a gentle stretch on the neck. And keeping the ear where it's at, inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring the right hand to the head. Place it lightly on the head, don't force it down, and you might even gently just use the fingertips to help you lengthen the neck a little bit more. We'll take one full breath in here and a full breath out. This time as you inhale, extend the left arm out to the side, palm faces forward. And as you breathe, we're going to take golf ball size movements in the shoulder. So we'll start either clockwise or counterclockwise, you decide. And remember, golf balls are very tiny, not super tiny, but they're tiny, so your motions aren't very big. We're going to be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions for 5, 4, 3, 2, And one, as you inhale, reach the arms and the neck, make it straight, nice and long. And as you exhale, just fold forward. So finding the length here, letting the back release. Take 2 deep breaths in and deep, slow breaths out. As you inhale, start to walk your way back towards center. And then as you exhale, cross the right foot in front of the left. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, right hand crosses. As you exhale, palms will face each other, interlace the fingers. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift the shoulders. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. So let's go ahead and take 3 more. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, find length in the spine. Then as you exhale, twist over to the right. So again, only twisting from above the navel. Take a breath in and lengthen. And this time as you exhale, twist and release the hands down. So left hand will come to the right knee, right hand behind you. Crown of the head will reach toward the ceiling as you sit deeper into the earth. One more full breath here and a full breath out. Keeping the twist in the body, inhale, draw the chin to center. As you exhale, go ahead and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Take a full breath here and a full breath out. So we're going to feel a gentle stretch, nothing too intense, hopefully, to start. One more breath in and breath out. Keeping the ear where it's at, inhale, gently come through center. And as you exhale, place the left hand on top of the head. The fingertips might lengthen it as you inhale. Again, it's nice and gentle. Don't force the neck down. It's just adding a little bit of gravity. On your next inhale, extend your right hand out to the side and start to take your baby golf ball size shoulder rotations. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching directions. Small movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, gently come back through center. Lift the neck so it's stacked. And as you exhale, roll over onto hands and knees, coming into a tabletop shape. Let's stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Find your neutral spine once again. So a little bit of rounding in the upper back. Belly button into the spine. Hold and breathe here. Reconnect with your breath. Take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Starting with some cat-cows, leading with the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, open the heart. As you exhale, really round the back, dome it in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round the back, dome it in. So keep moving and keep breathing. Notice how the movement starts in the hips. Your gaze will always be the last thing. We want each part of the spine to move on its own without the neck really like driving the movement. We'll take 2 more full breaths in here and a full breath out. Meeting back in our neutral tabletop. On your next inhale, extend the left leg nice and long behind you and pause here. Bring a bit more weight into the left hand. Send the right inner thigh toward the center of the mat. As you inhale, extend the right arm nice and long. Find your new center of gravity and breathe. Let's warm up our core a little bit more. Take a breath in Exhale, draw knee into elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee into elbow. Last time, full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, gently set everything down and refine your tabletop shape. Moving on to the other side, inhale, send the right leg nice and long, pause. Bring a bit more weight into the right hand, send the left inner thigh toward the center of the mat. As you inhale, extend the left arm, draw belly button into spine, hold and breathe. Nice long neck, so your gaze will be about 6 inches in front of you. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dome it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw towards center. This time as you inhale, extend. Exhale, just plant the left hand down, right toes to the mat. As you inhale, left toes meet the right, high plank. A little bit of core. Core is good for us. So it's okay to moan and groan and make faces because I can't hear you or see you right now. So guess what? We're doing it because I'm assuming you all are loving this. Let's breathe. 5. Draw the low ribs in together for 4. Don't let your hips drop. Lengthen out through the spine. 3, 2. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop the knees, shift the shoulders forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbows in, lower all the way down to the ground. Let's warm up our spine here with a baby cobra. Hands planted underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. So send the heart forward, but keep the neck nice and long. So do not strain the neck to look up. Nice long length. If you want to lift higher, you lift from the chest, lift from the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift. And using the muscles, exhale, slowly lower. Last time, breath in. Fill up the lungs to help you lift the chest. Exhale, slowly lower. As you inhale, curl the toes under, hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, press up, high plank. One more high plank here, everybody. I know, we're loving this, right? Let's breathe. 10. Low ribs in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Maybe you snake back and forth to plank pose. Maybe you take a down dog twist. But wherever you're at, just take 3 or 4 more breaths before you start to find stillness in the body, in the shape. As you find that stillness, reconnect with the breath if it's been lost. So those deep inhales and really deep exhales. Again, if Ujjayi is in your practice, please take that. If Ujjayi is not in your practice, don't worry. Just breathe in and out through the nose. Let that be the focus. We'll take one more full breath in here and full breath out. As you inhale, slowly tiptoe your way to the front of the mat. Let's find a rag doll. So feet will be hips width distance apart. Bend the knees as much as you need. Let the head hang nice and heavy. You might move from side to side. Might feel good to shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And let something go. On your next inhale, using a flat back, rise all the way up. And we'll meet into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet can be hips width distance apart or big toes can touch. Coming into our moon salutation. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, take a standing half moon, lean over to the right. So we'll pause here. Send your hips over to the left. Draw the left hip back, the right hip forward. Open up the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, switch sides. So send your hips over to the right. Draw the right hip forward, the left hip back. Open up the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, step one of your feet back so you're along the long edge of your mat. Come into your goddess squat. Breathing here. We're going to hold for a moment, settle into this shape. So reconnect with the breath. The intent behind this shape is to help us get into the hips. It also wants to find that neutral spine. So we're protecting our center and our main energy channel. We're awakening that. Safety-wise, make sure the knees are pointed directly over the middle toe and that our knees aren't bowing in. If that's the case, adjust the feet. Allow the thighs to open up. We'll take a deep, slow breath in here and a deep, slow breath out. One more. Inhale, maybe sink a little deeper into the hips and exhale. This time as you inhale, reach up, turn the left toes toward the short edge of the mat, and exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. It's okay if you hear creaks and cracks and pops in the body. That's normal, it happens. So your back toes are pointed to the long edge of the mat, front toes pointed toward the short edge of the mat. Crown of the head reaching forward. So physically, we're working into the side of the body and the QL muscle. We want to find the difference, the balance between ease and strength. So where can we connect with the shape so that we are challenged, but everything feels like it's stacking and working together? Imagine you've got a point on the ceiling. It's a beautiful, shiny object. You're like, ooh, I want that. Maybe it's sunshine, unrestricted sunshine. And if that's the case, I want you to reach your top hand up like you're trying to grab that object. Find a bit more length. Lengthen out through the side body. Let's take one more breath in here. And breath out. Beautiful. As you inhale, frame your left foot. Send both sets of toes toward the short edge of the mat. And as you exhale, fold, coming into pyramid pose. This can be a great place for your yoga blocks or our sub-yoga blocks, our books. You'll frame the front foot, which should be your left foot. And we'll lengthen here. So we want the feet on two separate train tracks, working to feel a stretch predominantly in the hamstrings. Try not to let the back round. It's okay to have a soft bend in the front knee. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you inhale, find your flat back and step your right foot back, meeting in our low runner's lunge. Keep the blocks there if you'd like for the hands or cupcake the fingers. Lift the low belly off the thigh. Send the back heel behind you. So building a bit of strength here and using that strength to help us remain calm in the moment. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the back knee. On our inhale, we're going to come up into Anjaneyasana. So a couple of variations. Hands can come to the thigh. Hands can come long overhead. It's really up to you. My personal preference is to keep my hand on my thigh, but that's, it's really up to the individual. Make sure that you're feeling a slight stretch in this front left quadricep. And you're likely going to be feeling this in the left hip joint. We're awakening that part of the body, opening it up. But through all of it, we're breathing. Let's take 3 more breaths here. You might sink a little deeper into the hips. Try not to let the knee go too far past the ankle. 1 more breath in and breath out. Coming up on that move we talked about in the beginning, inhale, plant the palms, come into a low runner's lunge. And then as you exhale, Skandasana toward the right foot. So you can stay here on the ground, or you can come up. Again, start to explore what's with your body, where you feel the most comfortable today, where you're challenged, but also where everything starts to work together. We'll breathe, working a little bit deeper into the hips, opening up this part of the body where we tend to carry a lot of emotions because the fascia can get really tight. Ooh. Let's take one more breath in, breath out. As you inhale, find your way through center, and exhale, come into Skandasana on the other side. So you might notice some differences between these sides. You're like, oh, this is a little bit looser, or it's a little bit more challenging. It's really up to you. Let's breathe here, though. Reconnect with the breath. One more full breath in and out. As you inhale, come through center and frame the right foot, low runner's lunge. You may take a moment, move your books or your blocks to the other side. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, drop the back knee. Framing or lifting up as you inhale, Anjaneyasana. So you can always roll up to the mat or place your blanket or your bolster underneath. Send the hips forward and lengthening through the left hip flexor, working into the right hip joint. Let's take 3 more slow breaths here. You got this. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, frame your front foot, uncurl the back toes, and then send that left foot forward. We're going to set up in pyramid pose. So find length and then fold in our pyramid. So our feet are on 2 separate train tracks. Give yourself wide enough space in between the feet so you can draw the hips level with one another. Really think about lengthening through the spine, drawing the crown of the head down, working to feel a stretch in the back side of the legs. Let's take 2 more slow breaths in and slow breaths out. As you inhale, find a flat back and turn the left toes toward the long edge of the mat. As you exhale, lift up, triangle pose. Different way to get into our triangle. So again, find your shiny object on the ceiling. Unrestricted sunshine. Reach up. Crown of the head reaches forward. Hips reach back. Slight micro bend in the front knee. We don't want to lock the joints too much. Lightness in the bottom hands. You can always bring it to a book, or you can rest it gently on the thumb. Let's take 1 more breath in and breath out. As you inhale, come on up, and exhale, find your squat once again. So we're going to move that a little bit faster, but we're still going to take our time in the transitions, all right? So inhale. As you exhale, Trikonasana toward the right side of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, setting up for pyramid pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, step the left foot back, low runner's lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift up, Anjaneyasana. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, frame your front foot, uncurl the back toes. And then we'll Skandasana as we exhale into the right foot. Inhale, gently walk your way through center. Exhale, Skandasana over the left foot. Inhale, frame the left foot. Exhale, drop the back knee. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, a little deeper. Inhale, frame your front foot, uncurl the back toes. Exhale, pyramid pose. Walk the back foot up and fold. As you inhale, find your flat back, turn right toes toward the long edge of the mat, and exhale, lift up, triangle pose. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, goddess squat. Let's do that again. Take a breath in. Exhale, triangle to the left. Inhale, frame the left foot, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, low runner's lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Pause in the exhale. Inhale, frame the front foot, uncurl the back toes. Exhale, Skandasana toward the left, so that front knee. Inhale, slowly walk yourself through center. Exhale, Skandasana over the right. Inhale, frame the right foot. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, a little deeper. Inhale, frame the foot and curl the back toes. And exhale, triangle pose. Pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, turn the left toes. And exhale, lift up. Now triangle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess squat. We're going to do that to the other side just one more time, nice and slow. Take a breath in. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, frame the front foot, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, low runner's lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Lift as you inhale, send the heart up. Exhale, breathe a little deeper. Frame your front foot, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana toward the right. Inhale, gently come through center. Exhale, Skandasana toward the left. Inhale, frame the foot. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift the heart high. Exhale, pause. Inhale, frame the front foot. As you exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, turn the back toe. Exhale, open up, Trikonasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Tadasana at the top of the mat. Take a breath in, arms reach. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, let the hands release by the sides. Reconnect with the breath. Find a nice long inhale. And an even longer exhale as the body starts to let go of that practice. Hopefully feeling a little bit more warm. Hopefully feeling a little bit more at peace in your space. And take one more breath here. And breath out. All right, so let's come on down to our mat and just checking the time. Excellent. So let's, you might want to grab your blanket for this or your bolster, your pillow, just depending on how thick the pillow is. We're going to come into a dragon cycle. So with our dragon cycle, we're, again, opening up the hips a bit more, and we're going to take it, so we've been a little bit active. We're going to use that active energy to help us in this shape, work through the discomfort with the breath, so we can really bring the heart rate down, really begin to connect here. All right, so left foot forward, right knee is down on the ground. Framing your front foot, hands can come to blocks, or hands can come to your books, or to 2 fists. I'm going to need my timer. We're going to take our dragon cycle for 4 minutes. So we'll be in this initial shape for 2, and then we'll take 2 other variations here. So in our baby dragon, knee stacked over the ankle, we want to work to find the length in the right leg, and that's going to be different for everybody. So you might be at more than 90 degrees today. You might be slightly less than 90 degrees in both legs. If you find the knees going too far past the ankle, adjust the stance and lengthen the shape. So since we're going to be here for a while, You know what this feels, or starting to feel like, you know what it looks like. Maybe you close the eyes. Really allow the senses to come inward. Bring your awareness to your breath. And notice what your breath is telling you about the shape, about the body. Can you feel the heartbeat? And if so, can you use the breath to help slow the heartbeat so the breath and the heart become one? We have about 30 seconds left in this variation. Find your deepest inhale and your slowest exhale. And take a full breath in here and a full breath out. As you inhale, bring your hands inside your foot. You might scooch the foot out a little bit. So we're dragon flying low. Try and keep the knee as close to the shoulder as possible for the moment. You can stay here or you can come on down to the forearm, even using one of your yoga props to maybe create new ground and bring the ground closer to you, or just provide a little bit of support. So we're still working into the hips in a deeper variation. Again, avoiding pain. So if you're feeling pain at all in the hips, let's adjust. Let's get out of it. Maybe you come back up onto the hands. Maybe use the book to help lift a little higher. You could also be like, this is a lot for my body today, and I just need to come out of it for a minute and rest. That's fine. That's so perfectly okay. That's your body telling you something. Let's take one more breath in here and breath out. And then for our final variation, we're going to take a twisted dragon. So you're just going to open up the knee out to the side. You might bring your hand onto the thigh. I like to avoid just pressing into the knee because, well, it's the knee. And so I like to use the meaty part of the thigh to open it up. And if that doesn't feel good, then just bring your hands inside once again. You can always come down a little bit more if you'd like, but stay here. So really finding that external rotation of the front hip. You've got this. We've only got 30 seconds here. And talk through the whole thing. Let's all take a deep, slow breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Gently, slowly come on out of the shape. Moans and groans, perfectly acceptable. You might be like, oh, what just happened? It's fine. The first sound in, oh my gosh, is owned. So there you go. Take what movement feels good and then sit back on the heels if that feels okay, or a cross-legged position. And just notice the differences between the two sides. Finding that introspection. What do you notice happening internally? Were you able to create a bit more space? Did you discover another area of tension or energetic blockage? As the breath started to calm. Very slowly, just start to open the eyes if they're closed, and we're going to switch sides. All right, so adjusting here. Right foot forward, left knee is back. We'll start in our baby dragon. We'll be in baby dragon for 2 minutes, and then we'll take the other variations for a minute each. Use your books if you like. Come onto your fists. We'll close the eyes if it feels okay. Really draw the focus in. If your eyes are open, please take this moment to not look at your pedicure. I know, now that I said that, I was like, oh, I need to look at my toes. We have plenty of time for that. So look past the toes. Don't worry about their state. Focus on breathing. We have about 30 seconds left in this variation. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. Let's all take a deep breath in, out. As you inhale, bring your hands inside the foot. You can stay on the ground, come to a block, or feel free to come down to your forearms. Try and keep the knee in toward the shoulder right now. Again, don't force it, but I'm just going to gently encourage it. About 30 seconds left in this variation. Let's all take a deep, slow breath in and out. And as you're ready, coming into our twisted dragon, open up the front knee. Again, be mindful of it. Maybe you bring your hand to your thigh to help open it up just a little bit more. We've got 30 seconds left here. Let's all take a deep, slow breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Gently start to find your way out of your shape, taking what movement you need before sitting back on your heels. For that moment of pause, that moment just to check back in and be with what just came out of the shape. Let the energy reintegrate with the body. And let us find a deeper and softer breath. Notice how you feel. And from here, we're going to go ahead and sit on down all the way. We're going to come into a half shoelace next. And a half shoelace is going to help us target the IT band and really the outside of this leg. So we'll start on the left side. The left side in yin is considered the yin side of the body. So extend your left leg long and bring your right knee over. So they'll roughly stack one on top of the other. It does not have to be perfect. You might find if that's too much on the knee that like maybe sitting on a blanket helps, or you can sit on one of your blocks or yoga books, if you will. And then if you do that, place the other yoga block or book potentially underneath the knee as well. So you've got additional support and you're roughly level. So from here, to help us get into that IT band, we're going to start to fold. And so the more you let the head hang heavy, the more the stretch is going to work itself up the side of the leg. Try flexing the foot or pointing the foot for that to potentially change the shape. Use your blocks maybe to rest your head on if you need that support, or if it just feels good, and if you're comfortable with it, just let everything hang heavy here. And we're going to be in this shape for 4 minutes. So tonight is a lot longer in the yin portion with longer holds. All right, longer holds to help us sink into the breath. We don't want to force our way into the shape, so we might start backing out of it a little bit more, at a little less than 70%. But as the body opens up and we're able to let the muscles take our break and use the fascia, we might be able to get to a 70% in the shape. You don't ever want to go past 70% because that's when we start to get into pain territory and forcing things, and that's not our goal. Our goal is to be able to ease into the shapes using the breath. So continue to bring just a gentle awareness to your inhales and to your exhales. And for the next 3 minutes, I'm going to leave you in silence, and I'll give you that 30-second warning. You have about 30 seconds left here. Breathe deeply, breathe slowly. Let's all take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. To inhale, slowly start to come on up. Go ahead and just shake out the legs for a moment. Find a moment to pause. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to keep our right leg nice and long. Our left knee is going to come on top. All right, so feel free to sit up on blocks or books or whatever you've got. You can place one underneath the knee, one under the sit bones, or you can use your blanket or bolster to help you find what you need. And then as you're ready, go ahead and start to fold here. All right. As you find that shape, take a couple of breaths to help you sink into it so you can find your stillness. We'll be here for 4 minutes. I'm going to be silent for the majority of this as you know a bit about the shape already and what it's targeting. So see if you can use the breath to help you find stillness, to allow yourself to let go just a little bit so you can ease into the shape. We have about 30 seconds left here. Let's all take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you inhale, slowly start to come on up. And as you exhale, find your way into puddle pose. So puddle is like mini savasana. It's can be taken on the back, it can be taken on the belly, it can even be taken on the side, whatever feels good for you. And this is where we're gonna integrate here, let that shape kind of take hold in the body. Allow ourselves to sink even further into the mat, really starting to let go. Hopefully by now you're finding a different sense of peace and calm in the body. And that even though we were active in the beginning, it started to just give you a different sense of being able to let go. I don't know, but just explore what that means for you. Let's take a full breath in here and a full breath out. So we're gonna take our next shape, our final shape is gonna be a mummy pose. And that's gonna help us get into the back a little bit. So we did a little bit of shoulder warming and everything, and we've done a lot of opening up the hips. But I was like, oh, we might wanna open up some of the things that are going on near the heart space as well. So with mummy pose, you'll be on your belly. And if you've never done mummy pose, just take a moment and I'll sort of demonstrate it for you from a standing position. So imagine I'm on my belly. I'll extend my right hand nice and long, and then I'm gonna thread my left arm underneath. This is half mummy. For the second variation, you can come into sleeping mummy, where you're just gonna bend the right elbow and rest your head. And then the third and final variation is mummy attempting to give itself a hug, but not yet quite succeeding. And that is really just across the body, okay? Now, please be mindful. I have really stupidly open shoulders, so this is not the end goal. So don't think that my shoulders are better than yours or anything like that, because it's not. That's just what they do. And I only say that so, you take the variation that calls for you. So to see that on the ground, extend your right arm nice and long. Thread the left arm underneath. Half mummy. Bend at the right elbow, rest the cheek, sleeping mummy. Or for the final variation, attempting to give itself a hug, you're just going to bring both arms across the body. So the chin can rest on the arm. You can always bring a blanket or your pillow underneath. Palms will face up. Unfortunately, there isn't really a great variation, a different alternative if this doesn't feel super great in the shoulders. So one option can be just coming onto your back and taking, trying to think, a broken wing shape, or maybe you take a different, like butterfly. We would just take butterfly. We'll use that as an alternative, because unfortunately there just isn't a great one for the shoulders. And if the shoulders are feeling tender, maybe shouldn't be working into them anyway. So we're going to be in here for about 3 minutes on each side. Again, if this doesn't feel really good in the shoulders or in the back, come into your butterfly pose or caterpillar pose, and caterpillars with the legs extended out long. And just let everything kind of hang there. About 30 seconds left here. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. And let's all take a deep breath in and out. Go ahead and just gently release the arms long by the sides here, or maybe use them as a pillow, whatever feels good. And let's just take a brief puddle pose. And then finding your way back to center, let's extend our left arm out nice and long. Slide the right arm underneath for half mummy. Bend the left hand for sleepy mummy. Or if your shoulders are feeling up to it or it just feels good, mummy attempting to give itself a hug, not yet quite succeeding. Palms face up. And we'll be here for 3 minutes. So see if you can still the mind with the breath. If the brain has started to wander, or if you're worried about what's going on in your email, just gently as those thoughts come up, go, no, thank you. Just move them off to the side. Let this be a time just for you. About 30 seconds left here. Breathe deeply and slowly. And as you're ready, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Gentle release. Begin to find your way to Shavasana, either on your back or on your belly. Letting everything go. And as you arrive here, take a full breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. And exhale. One final time, deepest breath yet. And exhale, let it all go. You are here. Let yourself be here in this moment. Let yourself sink deeper into the mat. Let the ground support you. Let the jaw release from its hinges. And allow the roof of the mouth to rise. As you're ready, begin to feel the weight of your body on the mat. And start to invite some gentle movement back into the body by wiggling fingers and toes. Taking your time, begin to gently transition to a comfortable seat. No rush to get there. Let's take a moment here to pause. Notice the breath. Notice the mind. Just notice how you feel. And as we bring our hands to our heart space, let's honor the intention or focus that may have been set at the beginning of the practice. As you bow your heads in a moment of gratitude, thank yourself for making time for your mat, and silently thanking those who joined us virtually for sharing this space. As we lift our thumbs to the space between the eyes, the third eye center, the seat of the intuition, know that everything you need is already inside. We bow our heads and share a word. Namaste. Thank you, friends. I hope you're feeling better than when you arrived on this Friday. Take it easy. As the sweatshirt says, let's stay home. It's my PSA for the world. Yin on Sunday at 5:30 to 6:30. So if you've got anything in Yin that you want to work on, let me know. That's all I got, everybody. Bye. Happy Friday.